Today on Suncoast View, we beat the heat by heading to the water here on the Suncoast, making water safety a top concern for our community. Well, the YMCA brings some life-saving tips.
Fine art meets workout fashion in some eye-catching and bright-colored fabrics. We'll meet the artist and designer of thread art.
And professional dancers from all over the world come here to train with the Sarasota Cuban Ballet. We'll find out what they're up to this summer. All that and more right now on Suncoast View. Welcome to the show. Stephanie Roberts is off today, but a big welcome to Nikki Logan Curran.
Nice to see you.
Of the Scout Guide.
Yes, I know. It's so exciting. I've met so many great people in the last couple of weeks taking over. So
that's wonderful.
It's been
Congratulations
awesome. Thank you.
To you.
Adventure.
A new adventure, yes.
Yes, and just a reminder, the Scout Guide is a free publication.
It is a free publication.
That you can find that is actually one of the more beautiful
It's quite beautiful. It is
books,
quite
magazines that we have.
It's a city guide of beautiful living, yes.
So when you have guests, have that on the coffee table.
Absolutely.
That'll be a great gift for them.
That's a great idea too, or in guest rooms, so you can let them know. Here's it's pretty.
It is beautiful. A lot of times people don't take them from the hotels because they think that they're not a free publication because they're so pretty. I did it the first time I saw one. I left it there. So.
Well, it is gorgeous, and we're very happy for you. And normally we would see who was in the kitchen, but today it'll be Nikki in the kitchen.
Are in the kitchen.
I know. Back with my roots with ABC. That's where I started here like a decade ago in the kitchen.
Yes, when the kitchen was it was a whole different kitchen then. Yes. Well, I love it. Nikki's a Renaissance woman, and today is going to prove it.
Yeah, she just said there's nothing like catching your own food, cleaning it, and cooking.
Yes.
I've never had that feeling.
Yeah,
but
you might like it with scalloping then, because then you're still in the water, you have your cocktail on the boat, it's a beautiful day, and it's only 5 feet deep. So
I'm going to ask a dumb question, I'm sure. Is scalloping digging for scallops or diving for scallops?
Yes, but it's in the bay. So we were in Homosassa. It was David's birthday this weekend, and so it's about 5 to 8 feet deep. And you go down and you grab your little scallop, and they're beautiful, and they're usually a little bit open. It's a lot of work. Basically, every scallop's a bite because they're bay scallops, so they're small. But yeah, you take them home and clean them and prepare a really yummy meal. It's awesome.
I'll come to the yummy meal part.
Yeah, we'll invite you over. It's a short season, so we better get on the boat.
I'd like to just hang on the boat, to be honest. So
you can do that. You can play DJ.
Although, that's perfect. Although, being out on the boat this week, I'm a little nervous because this is actually Discovery Channel's famous Shark Week. Yes, but of course the Suncoast has a very special connection to sharks. The founder of Mote Marine Laboratory, Dr. Eugenie Clark, was one of the pioneers of shark research, and only last week she just had a shark species named in her honor. It is called, I hope I don't mess this up, the Squalus Clarkae, after her last name, of course.
Oh, what an honor.
Yes, Linda, you could have a shark.
I would love to have a shark named after me. I see no reason for it. Maybe because I left him alone.
Yes, that's the wise thing to do, at least in my book. Well, for more on Mote's research and how you can have an up-close experience with their Shark Zone exhibit, you can visit mote.org. How fun. Shark Week I know it's a big deal.
And we've got some of the top shark experts in the world at Mote. So it's really fun to go out there and see some of their work.
Yes, and remember one of our former mayors went in the Shark Tank about 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
When
was it Richard Martin? Who was it? I can't remember.
Richard Clapp, I believe. And it was when we were vying for Google Fiber. We wanted the fiber optic cable, and he dove into the Shark Tank to compete with other cities. Yes.
Well, I have a lot of respect for him for doing that.
We didn't end up getting the Google Fiber, by the way, but you know what? We got a good story.
Maybe a better plan next time.
Yes, right. All right, well today, July 24th, of course, is National Drive-Thru Day. We say that there is a holiday or designation for everything, and that's true. So we thought it'd be fun to find some facts about drive-thrus that maybe you have not heard of. So the foodie news source Food Beast has told us that speed is not the only thing that matters in drive-thrus. Customers also care about accuracy, and the #1 spot for most accurate service goes to Chick-fil-A. They fulfill 92% of their orders with no inconsistencies. The least accurate was unfortunately Burger King with 82%. However, Wendy's was the fastest. They averaged 130 seconds to get you your order, and Burger King was again, sorry Burger King, the slowest at 190 seconds.
I just want accurate. When I had guests here, I had like 15 people, so I'm picking up 15 dinners. They never got it right. I tried several times, and then somebody would say, well, I'm just not going to eat tonight. Don't worry about me.
Oh,
so I have to drive back and get something for them, but get it right.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder if my kids know about this holiday today, because I literally never take them. We have to be desperate, like on a highway somewhere. I'm like, not fun, because I don't take them to any of those places. Mean mom. So he's at his grandparents now, and I'm sure they get to go all the time. Save it for the fun stuff for the grandparents.
Right, because my daughter has never taken her children to McDonald's.
Yep.
I have.
There you go.
Yep.
And I keep saying, this is between us.
And
This
that's
is
fun,
between
though.
us.
It makes it special, like, you know, special treats with the
You're
grandparents.
doing something really bad.
Naughty, naughty.
Now I think, honestly, for me, it's just about convenience sometimes. But we were talking, you know, some of the producers, we were talking about it isn't just fast food that has drive-thrus, like Tijuana Flats, which maybe is still considered fast food, but they have a pickup window.
Right.
And there are a few other businesses. Southside Deli on Hillview.
They have a drive-thru?
They have a drive-thru window. Yes.
Coming for you. Take it
Yeah,
back.
there you go.
I love that.
Yeah, see, all right. So we're staying in our cars for just a little bit, but fun little
I was
holiday to
wondering why
celebrate.
Whole Foods didn't have one yesterday.
They'll just bring it to your front
you
door.
imagine?
You don't need a drive-thru.
Yeah,
They'll bring it
that's
to your
true.
house.
Cut out the middleman. All right, well, it is time for our first hot topic. And the building boom in downtown Bradenton is creating a need for more parking spaces with a big price tag. Council members just approved a $13.8 million parking garage. It will make available 500 new parking spaces, plus new Manatee County Chamber offices and retail space. Bradenton is comparing it to the new St. Armand Circle garage, which is of similar price and does not include a new building. Tons of parking popping up.
Yes.
And I mean, you know, Linda, you had a point that it's what we need. People are finally addressing the issue of parking.
Yeah, we've ignored that for so long and said, well, parking garages are ugly. We can't have them in beautiful places. But we're not going to have people in those places if we don't get the parking. I've left St. Armand so many times because I couldn't find a place to park. But we need to find a way to fit them in, to make them beautiful within themselves. And we've got people that can do that.
Yeah. I wonder, do we always need to have the office space or the retail space? Can we just build a parking garage?
I think retail.
I agree
do.
with you.
I mean, you want to walk a block by a blank wall, and you just wouldn't do that. You'd find another way to go. And it helps pay for the garage. People are buying things in those boutiques, and it gives you a reason to go use it if there's something on the bottom.
That is true.
Now, I'd like entertainment in a restaurant or two, too. So it would jazz the place up. And it would be
I mean,
a
even
great
think about
addition.
downtown when they built the one on State Street in Lemon. That's a really beautiful spot. And look at all of the businesses that have sort of benefited from the other side of the street just by having sort of a dual economy going on both sides.
And it has not distracted in any way.
No, it's beautiful. They did a good job.
Yes, well, you have a good point. Like, sometimes you will leave a space, you'll leave an area because there's no spot. And what I think is worse is that then when you stop going, because you think, oh, there's just not going to be parking, I won't even try.
Right.
Yeah, I feel that way about the beaches. I mean, I change where I go to the beach because there's no way you'll get a parking place on Siesta Key. Yeah. I am living for that garage.
Yes. All right. So we're thumbs up, Bradenton. We're happy to see you get some more parking spaces. Well, if the saying is true that cleanliness is next to godliness, most of us have a little ways to go. The website Reddit recently asked professional house cleaners which parts of our homes do we most fail to clean as often as we should. So starting off, the microwave. They say that there are some great tricks like heating up lemon juice and vinegar, which will then make wiping down the interior of the microwave a little bit easier. The toilet. They say that you should remove the bolts that hold the seat in place. I will not go into details, but they also suggest using gloves.
Yeah, I would think so.
It's pretty disgusting. Your mattress, they say. One user suggested vacuuming the top of your mattress when you change your sheets.
Yeah, but the vacuum's been on the floor. It's dirty.
I guess they're talking about all the little
They're like
dust
the little
bunnies.
hose, maybe, the attachments.
Yeah, that'll work. And your ceiling fan. I think some of us have seen this.
Yes.
The rotating blades actually create friction that attracts dust. So they suggest wrapping a pillowcase over the blade, so as you pull the pillowcase off, it'll collect the dust inside it instead of having it fall all over
Yeah, but how do
your
I
floor.
get up to put that pillowcase on the ceiling
That's
fan?
true. There's the ladder, but it also reminds you, turn off the fan before you try to clean it.
Yes.
And then
that would be fun.
This one I love, dishcloths, towels, and sponges. One user summed this up by saying, don't forget to clean the tools that you use to clean other things. One recent study reported that 49% of kitchen towels have bacterial growth.
Gross.
How could that be? put mine in the wash every time I clean.
I've tried everything with dish rags to get that smell out, and I've microwaved them. I've soaked them in bleach, and they just constantly come back. Nikki, you strike me as a very, very clean person. Any of those spots? Do you miss any of those spots?
I feel like we don't really use the microwave that much, so I get off the hook. That's usually like reheating coffee, so I'm off the hook with that one. But I have a 10-year-old boy, so I probably don't need to say anything.
Yeah, say no more.
Well, one thing I saw when I had all the company, I have one of those big recliners, and the kids would get in it and spin around, and the bottom part of it that you never see, there was dust like that.
Oh, yes.
I mean, about an inch thick of dust. Then I had to lie on the floor and get under there and clean it off because it's not something you see.
Yes. Well, and Linda, I mean, I'm going to put you on the spot here, but you just moved. So, when you get all the furniture out of your old house, what did you notice?
Oh, my goodness.
The worst is behind the fridge. We just switched our fridge out.
Yes, and the things that have sat there. Some of mine have been sitting there for 23 years.
To-do notes. I found a few of those. I was like, whoopsie, I didn't do that one.
Things
Clean
you forgot
this spot.
to do.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
and
surprised the
fans.
couch cushions weren't on the lineup.
I know.
Because that's where, like, both my kids are. There's grapes and Legos and pretzels and
Yeah, you have to put
all
your
the
hand
time.
down
A
there all the time.
lifetime of leisure in between the cushions. All right, well, just some fun things. No one likes to clean, but good spots to look forward to. A bathroom break at a Chick-fil-A turned into much more for a Texas couple. They were on the way to the hospital because the pregnant woman thought she was going into labor. She stopped to use the bathroom at the Chick-fil-A when, surprise, she ended up delivering her baby girl in the Chick-fil-A bathroom.
Oh, God.
Her proud papa posted on Facebook that her birth certificate reads, "Born in Chick-fil-A," and the hospital had him sign the birth certificate as the attending physician.
Oh, she had a nice wardrobe for the
Yes.
baby when she came, I see.
Chick-fil-A was so
prepared.
thrilled that they're giving the baby girl free Chick-fil-A for life and the promise of a job when she turns 16.
I cannot even with this story.
I know.
Yeah.
I cannot even. If my birth certificate said I was born in Chick-fil-A,
Yes.
But you've got something to talk about.
Yes, this
Although
little
I don't
girl
know
will
how
always
often you
have-
talk about your birth certificate.
But in the bathroom of Chick-fil-A, after we just had this
Lying on the
conversation
floor.
about like
Lying
all
on
the
the
dirty
floor.
spots in the world,
Hopefully
like,
their bathroom is a little cleaner. But yes, they always say, like, when you're in a new job or something, they'll say, introduce yourself and something interesting. You're right, this girl will
my
always
name is
have.
Nikki. I was born in the bathroom at Chick-fil-A.
There you go. All right. Well, the famous felines of Broadway are heading to the big screen with a few interesting casting choices. The hit musical Cats is getting adapted into a feature film with singer Taylor Swift, also late-night host James Corden, and actor Ian McKellen, all landing roles. Leading the movie is singer-actress and American Idol former contestant Jennifer Hudson as Grisabella the Glamour Cat, who sings the classic show tune Memory.
But are they dancers? All the cats are dancers.
That's I know there are some cats in the show that don't have to do a lot of dancing, but I'm curious
But you don't
how.
see them much either.
No, I'm curious how this will translate to the big screen.
Yeah.
I'm not someone that loves cats. I will fess up right now. I don't
I'd really
get it.
rather have like a storyline.
Yes. I mean, I understand.
So it's not a musical, or it is still a musical?
It is still a musical. So it is,
So
the
they're gonna
Memory
sing
and all this, the
instead of
Jellicle
dance.
Ball, all those songs that you might know.
I would have cast better dancers if I were going to cast a show
They
like
probably have them in as all the extra kitty cats.
Yes.
that. This head that
I don't know
sticks
any of
up.
their names.
I know. I know that Cats fans will be happy because and it
I
does kind of
don't
have a whole
know.
culture around it, but I just don't get it.
I don't get cats.
Yeah, I think
period.
it loses its charm.
Yeah. I'm with you, Linda. Turn it, or maybe an animated film would have been
Yeah.
better. Something. Well, we'll see.
Somebody will have to write a plot.
Yeah. They have a lot to do to impress us. All right. Well, TV fans of the 70s will recognize the iconic home from the Brady Bunch, and it could be yours if you have 1.9 million. The house that was used for the exterior shots of the iconic sitcom is on the market. It's located in Studio City in California. The listing for the 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom house features perfectly preserved 1970s decor, and they say it is a perfect postcard of the American 70s style and its special culture. The real estate agent says the owners would prefer to sell the home to a buyer who will keep it intact. I mean, just looking at that house, you see the Brady Bunch. Very interesting little piece of trivia, though. The home in the Brady Bunch was a 2-story home. This house is not. So they put a fake window on the front for the exterior shots.
Oh.
Yes.
And so it's not the same inside because they also
No,
had a
correct.
stairway coming down.
So this is just the
Marsha stairway.
Yeah, because everything was in a studio, right?
Yes. So the set that we know the interior was a TV set, but this was the
I would
exterior.
not want
So it was
live there.
impossible for the inside to match the outside.
Yes, yes. But you know what? If you do buy the house, you're going to see some looky-loos driving by, I'm
Oh,
sure.
like hardcore fans still
Yes.
stopping for
knocking on the
pictures.
doors.
Yes, I bet it's a stop on any one of those
Marsha,
tours.
Marsha.
All right, well, we're going to check in with our mid-morning forecast, and when we come back, we're going to learn how to keep our kids safe in the pool this summer.
Good Tuesday morning to you. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone, showing you that we have an area of low pressure to our north. We've been talking about this for several days now. Continues to spin counterclockwise, and around this area of low pressure, there's little disturbances riding along it. So it helps to stir up the atmosphere, especially here in the Gulf of Mexico, and trigger showers and some thunderstorms, and those eventually move in our direction. And that's why our futurecast depicts some of these scattered showers. Now, these are scattered in nature, but some of these scattered showers and storms could produce anywhere from a 1/4 inch to up to a 1/2 inch, or maybe even more, depending on how quickly they move. You can see mostly speckles of green on the futurecast, and that's going to be the case as we go through the next few days. Tropics, by the way, are quiet, so nothing to show you here during the hurricane season, which is good news. But breaking down the 7-day forecast for you, other than a few showers today, again, we're going to do it again tomorrow and for the next several days.
Summer on the Suncoast often means heading to the water as the best way to beat the heat, and that means water safety and knowing how to swim are of the utmost importance. Lauren D. LaGrange, Aquatics Director for the Sarasota YMCA, is here with some summer safety tips. The water is something that we here on the Suncoast think we know a lot about, we take for granted, but there may be a lot of things, Lauren, that we really don't know about safety.
Yes.
So you're going to give us a quiz.
I am.
Uh-oh.
I have
feel the pressure coming now.
I have a few questions. The first one is, what is the percentage of people that do not know how to swim?
I would say, thinking about big cities, 5 out of 10.
Oh, so 50% you're
50%.
saying? I'm going to go a little less. I'm going to say 30.
What do you think?
What do you want to know? 60%?
You are all a little bit right. It's 1 out of 5
1 out of
Okay.
5.
adults
Oh,
do
wow.
not know how
Oh,
to swim in
my.
this country.
Wow.
So worldwide, 7.7 billion people, about 4 billion people do not know how to swim.
Wow.
Oh, that's frightening.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
anything can happen, as we've seen recently.
Exactly.
Anything can happen in the water, and you have to think instantly.
Yes, you do.
So what's your second
All
question?
right, the second question. In what state do the most drownings occur?
Oh, I'm going to say Florida.
Me
I
too.
feel like it's Florida.
You're right.
I never
it
heard
is.
about so many drownings in any other
Yes.
state when I lived there.
You
we
are
have
correct.
The highest
Florida.
pools per capita?
That is why. Yes.
Aha.
Yes.
So it's not the beaches and the bays. It's not those waterways.
Well, it's a combination. Between the ages of 1 and 5, backyard pools. Over that, beaches, waterways.
Once they can get out, that's when it's important. So you said that homes now or something. Tell us that.
Yes.
Give us that
So
question.
I say that we need to create layers of safety. It's really important. If you have a backyard pool, that you put up a barrier fence, and you want to make sure you isolate the pool against any small children being able to enter. You also want to make sure that you have the proper latches that are self-closing, and that are at least 54 inches high up off the ground so little hands can't open the fence.
Yes.
Another layer of protection is supervision. It's really important that parents watch their children all the time when they're in the pool. If you're at a party, assign someone to be a lifesaver. I gave you all a lifesaver badge.
Oh.
It's for a water watcher. Every 15 minutes you can switch it up and have someone else watch the children. But make sure you always have someone watching the kids.
That's a great idea, because I know often, like, adults are like, oh, I thought you were watching the kids.
Yeah.
I thought you were watching the kids.
Yeah.
So this is great.
This is assigning,
visual.
yes.
That's awesome.
Very
yes.
important.
Yes, and then one person has the responsibility and knows that.
Right, exactly. And it gives you some ideas on the back, too,
Yeah.
about, when you are assigned, don't be on your phone, not
No
on the
eating or
TV.
drinking a phone.
You have to pay attention.
You brought some really cute things here. Tell us
I
about
did,
these.
I did. So we have a couple of different items of flotation. This is called a puddle jumper. It is Coast Guard safety approved. I would recommend that type of water wing. Water wings that you blow up are not safe. So these are the best alternative.
And this goes around the waist and then arms through here?
Yes, and snaps through the back. Even though a child is in something like this, you still need to be within arm's length away, and you need to watch your children because they can always pop forward.
Sure.
Same with the life vest. It is Coast Guard approved, making sure to snap the buckles properly. And again, watch your child. It's imperative because they can fall forward in this type of flotation.
Now, at the Y, you have classes for children.
We do.
And you do
swimming.
for adults, too.
Absolutely. We do. I say from 6 months all the way to 99 years old. It's never too late to learn to swim.
Well, I understand Joey's taking these classes. I don't know where you fit in, Joey.
I am in that age range. Yes, I'm,
Yeah.
I'm starting the classes tonight, actually.
Yes.
Oh, we're proud of you.
Thank you. I can swim enough, but it does keep me from doing some things, and it's one of my goals this year is to learn how to swim.
And
That's a great goal.
I love that because, you know, a lot of times adults are a little fearful to start for different reasons, one of which is, you know, they don't want to be too transparent about some of their fears. So I have given you a little package here for your first night.
Oh, tell us what you have.
So I have some goggles, a swim cap, and a t-shirt that tells everybody that you are all about swim safety.
Yes, don't be embarrassed. Adults can learn
wow,
to swim.
Joey, you're gonna
Can
love
people
this.
still sign up for the sessions that begin tonight?
I believe we have a spot or two available, yes, but we have ongoing sessions.
So
we're
you
always,
can, if you can't right now, you can in a week or so.
and if you can't afford it, we also have scholarships and free lessons.
Wonderful. The Sarasota YMCA offers these swim lessons for all ages. Just go to sarasotaymca.org. Next, how clean is your house? The house cleaning pros tell us which spots we sometimes forget to clean.
Don't allow your weight to threaten your health or control your future. Excess weight or obesity can cause emotional and physical health risks. But you can take control. The Your Weight Matters campaign offers free resources and tips to help you measure and understand your weight. Take the Your Weight Matters Challenge. The free toolkit prepares you to speak with a healthcare provider about your weight. Your weight does matter. Take the challenge and take control today.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398, or visit SoClean.com today.
I think about my own family and I think about my own kids' dream, and I see these kids' dream.
There's something about dance that just is universal and just speaks to everybody.
Every day some student makes a breakthrough, discovers something.
Teaching is about giving. It's a different kind of giving. When I teach, I know it's a gift that I'm giving.
Well, we have a show here on ABC7 called What Would You Do? And it asks viewers how they would react in awkward or morally questionable situations when they're out in public. And a Florida man found himself in a scenario that sounds perfect for the show. Now viewers are making their voices heard. A Tallahassee man used a Walmart self-checkout lane and he found $100 left in the register. The man kept the money after checking out, and now a Florida sheriff is seeking the man saying the money was withdrawn by a customer before him and then forgotten. So was this man obligated to turn the money in right away? Our viewers, you all gave us your thoughts. Shannon commented, is it morally wrong? Maybe, but not a theft where he should have his photo all over social media. It's no different than if he found it on the floor or in the parking lot. Brenda said, if it's not yours and you take it, then you are a thief. Right to the point, Brenda. And Kim said, seems like a slippery slope to call this suspect a criminal. What do you think about this? If you found the money?
I think it's wrong what he did. I think we have to go by morally correct. So he might not go to jail for it, but what he did was wrong.
I have two theories.
Yes.
If you're walking down the beach and you randomly find $100, go for it. If you're in a place where someone was just there
and they can find
it, you can look back in the tracking record, that kind of thing. But if you're walking down the street and there's a 20 rolling down the street, are you going to go in every business? Of course, the first person you ask is going to be like, actually, I did lose $20. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think, like, in this scenario, absolutely, that is 100% wrong. You know, someone clearly is in the parking lot going, where'd that money go?
Yeah.
You know, so.
And they have video, so they can find that person very easily.
It's true, and actually all of those checkout lanes have video, you know, front-facing camera.
That was just dumb.
So they could find out. I'm with you on this because it was in the register and there is a tracking system.
Yes.
So the person could either come back with their receipt or you take it to customer service and say this was in the register. What if you found it on the floor, like on an aisle?
Like in a store? No, you have to turn it in.
Yeah.
Or a wallet, anywhere, anytime. Have to turn it in. This is literally the blowing in the wind lucky $100 bill. I'm still waiting for it.
Right.
I've turned in so many wallets and I haven't got my good karma $100 yet.
Well, I've had mine turned back in when I've lost it. Had everything in it.
That happened to me on the subway in New York. My entire purse was waiting for me as I'm crying. David and I are running down the street and the whole family is there with my bag. Like waiting, didn't even get on the subway. Waited. I was like, the world is amazing. New Yorkers are awesome.
Yes.
So,
and if he thought he was doing the right thing, it looked like he was sort of rushing out of there.
Yeah, I think it was, oh, let me take this. I'm going to cut my losses and go. I don't even know if he took his groceries with him. I have lost my wallet twice. And both times I just wished that somebody would give me back the license and the other ID, the cards. If they're going to take my cards and try and hack my bank account, that's going to happen. But give me back the things that they don't need.
Yes.
I'll do anything but the DMV line. Like.
Yes, exactly. Cancel the cards. All right, well, just know that if you find money somewhere in a store or somewhere, that you are not allowed to keep it and you will have to deal with the law. All right, coming up next. Art that you can wear in an artistic fashion show. You won't want to miss it.
So you've decided to go to college. That's cool. So pop quiz. Which is a better way to earn your degree? Commute to college and fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, drive in bad weather, try to find a parking space, walk a half-mile to class, or learn online at Independence University. In the park on a bench, on the beach on a towel, or on your couch with your kid, your campus is wherever you want it to be. You don't go to college. College goes to you. That's independence. That's Independence University. You schedule classes around your schedule, and all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, are included with tuition. At Independence U, you'll learn from professional instructors with real work experience. You'll get personal support in school and employment assistance when you graduate. Get your degree, but keep your life. That's independence. That's Independence University. So if you're really smart, you'd call now.
Call 1-800-965-2704.
Independence U, for an independent you.
Call 1-800-965-2704.
According to Golf Digest, 2 of the nation's top golf resorts are on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, the Auburn Opelika Marriott at Grand National, and the Renaissance Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa in Birmingham. Plus, the Marriott at Grand National was recognized as Hotel of the Year by Marriott International. Experience luxury and world-class golf Southern style. Visit rtjgolf/resorts or call 800-949-4444 to book your trip to the trail.
My name is Blake. I received a heart transplant when I was 2 weeks old. I play defense for the Red Hot Tornadoes. Sometimes my heart starts pounding like faster and faster as I go. I know I have someone else's heart inside me. It makes me feel happy because someone was generous enough to give me a second chance to live.
This gift of life was made possible by an organ donor. Imagine what you could make possible. Sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
The fashion world and its fabrics are often influenced by fine art. So for Sarasota artist Debbie Danheiser, turning her paintings into clothes was a natural transition. And Debbie's here to show us her thread art, where art meets athleisure. Welcome, Debbie.
Hi, how are you?
Fabulous.
So happy to be here.
You look wonderful.
Oh, wow, look
Thank
at those
you,
pants.
thank you.
So your first love, I understand, is painting. So tell us about your painting.
Well, I have been painting for maybe 24 years. When I was pregnant with my son, I painted a mother and a baby and tried to figure out why, and then I found out I was pregnant, so I thought it was meant to be. But I try to paint by what I'm inspired by, and there's so much to be inspired by. And I used to paint in particularly for different charities. I was real involved with the Y forever, and I would paint theme things. I'm very theme driven, so I would paint themes for their luncheons or their auctions, and so I try to paint things that mean something to me.
What made you take the transition from your painting into fashion?
Well, I opened a gallery last year in Tulse Court, and they make it so easy where you can do the tote bags and you can do the coasters, and I've done yoga mats, and I had little bags and things, and I was thinking about putting my work on leggings, and right as I was doing that, our daughter passed away, and that, you know, rocked our world, my daughter Nicole. And so I'm the stepmom. I've been the mother for, you know, since she was 5. So her mother wanted a painting that I had painted for Nicole in her apartment, and I decided to make it into leggings or something. You know, I made some tote bags because I wasn't ready to part with the painting yet. And then I started wearing them, and then everybody loved them, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna do this with all my paintings. So I just started with a vengeance. I found the template, and I started playing with it, and I just went back to all the paintings, and this is my tree series, and you know, I just went from there.
What a great, inspiring way to turn a tragic event into something, you know, that you can use your art to deal with.
It's just been amazing. It's like we're learning in our family how to wear our grief and sadness on one hand, and the joy of living on the other, and also to keep her spirit alive. And every
See a little
day,
piece of her everywhere.
she was very alive and colorful in herself. She had blue hair.
Oh, she would love
yes,
that.
yes. So every time we go, oh, she would love that. And my husband helps me with some of the writing and some of the taglines, and you know, I think it's harder for men to feel. So it really helps him, you know, to express himself as well, and it gives us a language and a, you know, kind of a vehicle to come together.
Remembered in a way that she would have
loved.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, the clothes are beautiful, and now knowing the story, they're even more beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
We would love to see your line. So let's start with what you're wearing, and we actually have images of the art that inspired it.
Great.
So talk us through your leggings here.
Well, this is called Fuchsia Trees, and I used to hang out in the trees when I was little, and always trying to find something that I care about when I paint. And I love color, and I love trees, so this is that.
Oh
and
my!
I love this.
It's just really fun. You know, especially the long lines. I think people, they're going the right way.
They're just happy
I can
pants.
see you in these
They
colors.
are happy pants.
See me in that too, but I look like her in my life.
All right, well, Debbie, thank you. We're going to bring out some of your
Okay.
models to see some of the other looks. So let's start with Sarah. So talk us through.
This
what she's wearing.
is the painting that I did for Nicole. This is the mandala painting. She was kind of a hippie, and I just love this design. You know, the point with all of these clothes, you can dress them up or wear it down, and Sarah's got a beautiful look here. She can go out to dinner, go dancing, have a hot date.
That's awesome.
A hot date, yes. You nailed
Well, that's
it.
one of the great things about athleisure is that you can use them for sport and events, but they still look amazing when you dress them up and take them out.
I wore this when we went to on a trip, and I wore it every day. It was perfect.
Oh, that's
Well, not every day.
Sarah, you look fabulous.
I had
Thank
a
you,
different one
Sarah.
every day.
All right, let's bring out Taylor.
This is Taylor, and this is a casual look.
Cute.
Oh, this is my fluid series. I started doing those pours, and it just makes such a great colorful for summer, and you know, just the fluidity of it. I just really love that. And what a beautiful model for it, too.
And what great color.
Yes.
You just see the water.
Yes.
The ocean and the sand.
And I
It's
just
beautiful.
love how just a little tiny bit of pink and purple sort of pop out.
Cute.
Yes, and I can see a woman putting on heels and like a a long flowy shirt.
Yes.
Nikki, I can see you in this. Taylor, that's fabulous. Thank you. All right,
Thank you,
next.
Taylor.
This
And
is absolutely beautiful.
This is Angie. This seems to be the hot number right
Yes.
here. I have had more people order this one, I think. This is one of the faves. And this is a nature series. Believe it or not, it is a flower. And it just comes out however it comes out on the legs. So
It's really, really beautiful.
So fun.
And from all different sides and angles too. It's really gorgeous.
I love this. What happens sometimes one leg is different than the other, and I just love that.
Oh yeah.
It's like you recreate your paintings every time.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Angie. That's
Angie.
gorgeous. And my friend Jan.
And this is Jan, and this is my heart series. And I did 400 little baby hearts for a charity, and they just keep coming. I love the colors. There's so many things you could wear with this, and the angles are good.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want those. The top would have to come to my knees.
Yes. Debbie, these are great. We want to bring out all the models again so we
Okay.
can get one more look. Jan, you
Okay.
stay right there, and we'll bring everybody out. Love this line, and this is perfect for the Suncoast with the amount of art. We're art lovers, but we're also fitness lovers, and I love that you've married both. You can see Debbie's Thread Art Fashions in person on July 27th at Studio South Fitness. For more information, you can go to her website, debbiedanheiser.com. All right, coming up next, we're going to take a look at what Sarasota's Cuban Ballet is up to this summer.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Ray Collins. Today at noon, Sarasota County schools will swear in their first police chief. Paul Grohowski last worked for a college campus in California. Today's ceremony is set for 1:30 p.m. Deadly forest fires in Greece have killed nearly 50 people. Some of the victims were tourists on the beaches in Athens. And now for the Tuesday forecast, here's Josh Stone.
All right, thanks, Ray. Well, it's going to be cloudy, humid, and we'll have showers once again in our forecast, thanks to an area of low pressure that's to our north, spins counterclockwise, and it continues to bring all this moisture in from the Gulf of Mexico, making it just feel kind of uncomfortable. Our high today will be close to average, maybe a little bit below that because of the cloud cover, but around 88 degrees, but it will feel close to around 100 degrees because it's so muggy out there. We continue to have this southwesterly flow about 10 miles per hour.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved.
It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila, sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
What do you get when you cross your tired, aching back with this fragile egg? The Egg Sitter Cushion, an amazing new flex cushion that supports your backside and spine so well you can sit on an egg without breaking it. Incredible!
You want me to sit on this egg? Okay. I can't believe I'm doing this. I don't even feel it. It didn't even break? Oh, I was wondering about that. Now that's a good cushion.
The honeycomb design is constructed of Elasticor that absorbs pressure points by collapsing in on itself. That's why even this egg won't break under direct pressure. Now long days at the office will be more comfortable, dinner more enjoyable, and painful car rides a thing of the past. Get your Egg Sitter Support Cushion for just $39.99. It comes with a free non-slip washable cover and our 10-year comfort guarantee. But wait, call right now and you can get a second cushion. Just pay separate fee. Call now.
Call 1-800-232-1564. That's 1-800-232-1564. Call now or go to eggsitter.com. Order now.
Get local news and information from the team you trust. Like ABC7 WWSB on Facebook to stay connected to the Suncoast.
The Sarasota Cuban Ballet is launching dancers into the professional careers with some of the most prestigious ballet companies in the world. And they are presenting a show called On Stage this weekend at the Sarasota Opera House as the grand finale to their summer intensive program. We welcome the co-artistic director Ariel Serrano and dancers Eric Rudquist and Kalle Vigel from the Swedish Royal Ballet, guys. Wow, you came a long way for this. Thank you so much. Now, you're already professional dancers. Why did you need to come study with the Sarasota Cuban Ballet this summer?
I mean, I think I speak for the both of us when I say it's a great opportunity to come here and study the Cuban way of dancing, especially since we're from a more European schooling. And I mean, I've grown up watching these fantastic Cuban artists such as Carlos Acosta, Joel Carreño, etc. So to come here and study with such great teachers as Mr. Ariel Serrano himself is a great privilege, actually.
Oh. Yeah. What have you learned? Have you learned a lot to take back? It's almost over.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, we've learned a lot. Yeah, mostly, I don't know if this means anything to you, but turning and jumping for sure. Like,
I understand
sure.
those two things.
A lot of a lot of
the technical aspect.
Yeah, a lot of technical stuff. Like, it's very good to bring back because it's stuff that you look past, that our teachers have looked past, and that he has like a hawk eye for. So,
And you have a big show coming up this weekend on Saturday.
We do. We have the on-stage performance. We have two of them. We have a showcase at 2 o'clock. We present the whole body of students. They come for 6 weeks to Sarasota to study with us, and then we have the 7 o'clock show, which brings us to the professionals and to the more advanced students that partake on the course.
So that's the show you don't want to miss.
Oh, absolutely no. This is a very important show. This is our 5th year. And now we're bringing back students that are professionals. They are having careers in Boston Ballet, Nashville, Cincinnati, Royal Swedish Ballet. They're all partaking into this wonderful performance, wonderful get-together of ex-students. They are professional with our youth, the community and the talent in the community and elsewhere from America. So
I have a question. To the untrained eye or the average audience member, what are some of the differences in Cuban ballet that you mentioned? You mentioned that you're learning the different style.
Well, it's in the mix. There are 5 major schools. And the Cuban way, before the Maestro Fernando Alonso and Alicia Alonso established the Cuban ballet school, they went through all of those big schools, Italian, French, British, Russia, Danish, and then they took things that they were very interested in from each. So we put that into our way, into our people. We are Caribbean, so we are a mixed population, and no very like European long, lean muscles, you know. So we made it happen, and the key is the mix. How we mix the steps, how we make them, you know, understand the way to do them. Turning, we have a special way of doing it. I was working with Eric, and I have been working with Carl for the past 3 years about it, and I could see the spark in their eyes when we do the corrections that we do to our kids. And these are wonderful upcoming star professional dancers. They come and take part of this with us in Sarasota. So we are becoming a destination for the Cuban style in America.
We are so proud, and you've got a lot of famous dancers now who are dancing professionally from your school, and they're going to be in the show on Saturday night?
Saturday, 7 o'clock at the Opera House. They'll be there, and it's a celebration of past students that are now professional and that they keep being promoted.
Very good.
Yes.
Your son will be dancing?
Unfortunately, not this year, but he will be on stage. He will be with us on the
Wonderful. Oh, we are so excited to see all these very wonderful dancers come back. The Cuban Ballet School presents this 2018 Summer Intensive on-stage performances at the Sarasota Opera House Saturday, July 28th at 2 p.m. and the big show at 7 p.m. For more information, go to srqcubanballet.com. Next, we had a reality star in our studio. We'll tell you where you can watch the full uncut version.
In life after the military, it's our duty as veterans to have each other's back. I'm retired Colonel Greg Gatson, and it's my mission to help you get the benefits and services you've earned. If you need to file a VA claim, remember these important steps. Submit an online claim through ebenefits.va.gov. Work with an accredited Veteran Service Organization, or VSO. And if you need to attend a VA claim exam, please go. Visit this website to learn what to expect.
I just need a second.
Is your weight holding you back and affecting your health?
Did you see this? Your cousin had a heart attack.
Really?
Excess weight or obesity can be serious, but you can do something about it. Visit yourweightmatters.org. Download the free toolkit to prepare you to speak with a healthcare provider. Your weight does matter. Accept the challenge and take charge today. Visit yourweightmatters.org.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Watch ABC 7 wherever you are, on our live stream, on mysuncoast.com, on the ABC 7 My Suncoast app, powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life, featuring traffic maps and live radar, dining with recipes, and My Suncoast Restaurant Guide. Visit mysuncoast.com. Click on the Apps tab to download the ABC 7 My Suncoast app for Apple and Android.
It's been about a month, and I can honestly say I've seen the change in me. I went from being a depressed girl who didn't want help to this happy, caring girl who loves helping other people. I just really hope that people that went through what I went through get the help that they need, because their story is important and they are loved. Thank you so much for everything.
Find out first at 4 on the Suncoast with ABC 7 News at 4. ABC 7 News at 4 starts with a detailed look at your first alert weather forecast to help you plan and prepare. We give you a fresh, fast-paced rundown of the day's top stories and videos, including breaking news, live updates, and traffic hotspots, all at a new, more convenient time. Find out first at 4, weekdays on ABC 7.
Well, yesterday, if you missed it, we showed you our chat with Connor Obrochta. He is a contestant, or was a contestant, on this season's The Bachelorette. He's also a St. Pete native. So if you missed it, you can see the full 9-minute-long interview with no interruptions. You can see it online at suncoastview.com. You can also visit us, see it on our website. You can visit the ABC7 app on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire to see all of our interviews and shows.
And we ask him questions that we knew we shouldn't ask him, but we ask him anyway, and he answered.
I will say there are very few interviews that we let go on for 9 minutes, but this was a good one. He was very, very down to earth and charming.
Yes, he was,
Yes.
and I didn't expect to like him.
No,
when
no.
he came. And I thought he would, I didn't expect him to be so smart, but he was really, really a nice
Not just a pretty face,
guy.
Linda.
Not just a pretty
that
face.
too, I will
really
say.
great, yes, he was great looking, but just a really nice guy that you'd like to have as a friend.
So I'm excited to see what he's doing next. I know that he's got his own fitness company and everything, but it was interesting to get a little bit of perspective and insight into The Bachelorette. Of course, it was on last night. If you missed it, you can find it on ABC7. You can also find our producer Kaylee's weekly recap by going to suncoastview.com. All right, we are going to send Nikki to the kitchen and join her where she'll be cooking up something delicious.
This is an ABC7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Stephanie Webb. Coming up today at noon, major rip current warnings along the Gulf right now. 8 rescues just yesterday alone. And President Trump is headed to Tampa. We're going to tell you where and when he'll be stopping. Right now, let's check in with First Alert meteorologist Josh Stone.
Well, one good thing is the tropics are all quiet, so nothing to show you here. We still are in hurricane season, but just wanted to touch upon that. Nothing brewing in the Atlantic, Caribbean, or Gulf of Mexico, which is good. We do have a strong rip current for our forecast today, so look out for that if you're heading to the beach. For the boaters, southwesterly wind at 15 knots, seas just offshore anywhere from 2 to 4 feet with a moderate chop in the bays. And again, if you're going to the beach, just look out for those rip currents. Just be careful out there. Temperature at the beach will be around 87 degrees, but expect cloudy skies and a few showers and storms moving in to the area.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398, or visit SoClean.com today.
Planning a Carnival Fantasy Cruise out of Mobile? Then check out the park and cruise packages at the luxurious Battle House and Renaissance Riverview Plaza hotels. Stay at the Battle House for $169 per night, or the Riverview Plaza for just $149 per night, and leave your car for the duration of your cruise. Includes transportation to and from the cruise terminal. If you're cruising out of Mobile, come stay with us. Call 1-800-MARRIOTT or visit Marriott.com now.
All right, crew, let's get started. Sure.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
Watch Good Morning Suncoast on ABC 7, weekdays starting at 5.
Coming up Wednesday morning at 9 on Suncoast View. Our kids are heading back to school, but are their immune systems ready? We'll chat with an expert about back-to-school physicals and health tips to tackle everything the new school year can throw at them. And we are cleaning up our Suncoast waters with guests from the Sarasota Baywatch program. We'll learn how they're keeping our Suncoast waters beautiful. Plus a performance from the Venice Summer Cabaret Festival, and Apollonia Grill joins us in the kitchen.
Welcome back. We're here with Nikki, and you may be editor of The Scout now, but I'll bet there's no place in the world you love more than being in the kitchen.
I love being in the kitchen, and I've especially loved meeting all of these people that are in the publication. I don't know about you, but I love seeing people's kitchens and like the inside of their houses. And like, do you imagine that they're decorating their homes, how they dress?
Yes.
Anyway, so we had a party at one of our advertisers and that are members of the Scout Guide who own Campbell Cabinetry, and you know their kitchen is amazing.
Yes, yes.
So I can't take credit for this recipe because it's actually one of her favorite recipes, and it's summer and it's hot out. So I want to do something really nice and light. So this is like a chicken salad. Yes. Okay. But first, no good summer afternoon salad without a yummy cocktail, right?
I love this. So you've just taken the cube ice holder.
I filled it with pineapple and lemonade, and then let that freeze. And then I added a lime wedge or a lime slice, and then put mango juice on top.
That's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
So
that
and then
would be good enough by itself.
So as it melts, it'll slowly kind of change the flavor of the cocktail.
It's like a grown-up popsicle.
I love it.
So Linda, if you'll start chopping that romaine.
Okay.
And then Joey, if you'll finish slicing up those cherry tomatoes.
And we're going long way here?
Either way, however you feel.
It looks like you already started.
Yeah, that's how I started. So what I have on the plate already is some watermelon radish.
That's really beautiful.
It's so pretty.
I wasn't sure what it is.
You know, it's just so hot out, and people want something nice and light. I've already chopped up cabbage, a little radish, some carrots. So this is going to be nice and crunchy for the salad mixture. And then I'm going to saute up some chicken. Now this calls for like a taco seasoning. You can buy them like the one I have there, like the Southwest taco seasoning. David and I usually make our own because we like it really spicy. So if you'll pass me that jar.
Oh, yes.
Yep, I'll add a little more of this.
You and your husband make amazing rubs and spices. I know because I have one.
This is my favorite one. I eat this one on everything. We call it Bad Baby because it's a little bit sweet and a little bit spicy.
A little scary with that name.
Yep, it is. It definitely has a kick to it. Oh, I forgot our straws.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So we're skipping the straws.
We are
and
skipping
we're going
the straw
paper.
or using paper. Preferably skip it. I had someone send me an email about telling me I was killing all the trees in the world. So you can't win them all. But we can give it a whirl, right? So these I have brought to room temperature. And this is something that I didn't learn until I had been cooking for years and years and years, not to take your meat right out of the fridge and then put it into a hot pan. And also making sure that the meat you're preparing, especially seafood, is really, really dry before you add your seasoning to it, because if you leave all that water, it almost steams your food. Like scallops especially, I learned that the hard way this year. You need to make sure everything is really, really dry, or otherwise it steams instead of getting that nice, hot, quick sear. And these cook really, really quickly.
Yeah, I like that they're small.
Because I would not have known this about letting the meat, not taking the meat directly from the refrigerator.
Yeah, that's a great tip.
All right, Joey, so next, so I've started making a ranch. You can buy ranch, obviously. This needs a little bit more of the yogurt. This is actually a really cool product if you've never seen it. It's Kite, and it's actually made from almond milk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, let me turn this up a little bit. So just add maybe like a teaspoon more of that and stir that in, and then you're gonna chop up 1 chipotle.
Okay.
And that's gonna be our seasoning, our salad dressing. We're gonna get this thing cranking up.
Now I love that you had Linda cutting the lettuce with the kitchen shears.
I don't know if everybody else is in love with them as I am, but I like to use them because it keeps your kitchen nice and clean, and you get a really even slice.
Yes.
Yeah, you're more in control. At least I am.
That's a great tip for salad too, because I know everything should be bite-sized, right?
Absolutely.
You don't want to wrestle with a big piece of lettuce.
We're gonna toss this, when you get finished with this, you're gonna stir that right in here. We're gonna toss it in our salad dressing with our cabbage. We're gonna top it with the chicken and some feta cheese and tomatoes and avocado with our icy cold, delicious margarita.
Oh, it is delicious. I've already been trying it. I deserve a break after all this work.
We're going to celebrate right early in the morning,
right?
right?
And of course, this recipe is online. You can find it on mysuncoast.com. Nikki, thank you so much. You've done so much for us today, and we're always happy to have you.
Thank you for the recipe, Emily. I wouldn't have figured this one out on my own.
And congratulations on taking over the Scout Guide. You can pick up a copy throughout the Suncoast. All right, we're going to keep making the summer cocktail and dinner. Take some time, enjoy the Suncoast View.